Very good. So there was evening and there was morning. The sixth day. Okay. Today we're going to be looking at a Bible study tool by a brother, Josh. He has a channel named Kingdom of Yah. The links will be down in the description, and the link to the Bible tool that I'll be talking about will also be in the description below. So this is his YouTube channel right here. The link is again in this description, so you guys will be able to go to it. He has some shorts here and some videos. Yes, the Living Word Bible by Kingdom of Yah. I'm just going to read off here real quickly what it's for. Hold on, I don't like how it looks. It looks all smooshed. This is a living Bible by way of its community that continually adds to itself with commentary, context inserts, notes, photos, links, and even the translation itself is made by this community. Moving on. Alright, so the features of the Bible. Make notes while reading like you would in your own paper Bible, but all can learn and question by your input. Make comments on words or sentences, and even have other replay to your comments to resolve or input on your insight. Hold on, because I think I don't have editing abilities on this. Input on your, I need a request edit access to fix the, okay. That should be enough, hopefully. Alright, I already read that one. Suggest edits, typos, notes, cross-references, photos, charts, maps, etc. Comments on history, definitions, etymology, and interpretations are welcome regardless of doctrinal bias or knowledge. So basically, this is like a document on like the Google Docs, and you know how you're able to make comments or like, you know, add questions or, you know, commentary to like, I think each thing that you highlight, like I think you could highlight and then add a comment to that highlighted word or sentence or phrase. I don't know how it works. I think I'll just look and see. No, I can't because I don't have I don't have edit access. So current goals are cross-linking related verses in other books with hyperlinks to Google Map locations of mentioned sites, inserting context or meanings of names and places in brackets, adding notes and commentary in curly braces. I think that's what it's called. They're officially called. So I'm learning. So adding notes and commentary in quote unquote curly braces, especially in Paul's letters, adding photos of mentioned historical sites, scene illustrations, and objects mentioned. And there's a color key here, so when you're looking through the list of books here, as you're looking through the list of books, you'll see that some of them are colored and some of them are not colored. Some of them are green, some of them are blue. I don't know what the blue means. The blue means links, I guess. So blue is like the default color, and then green is the marked as tested as sound scripture. So that would be Jubilees on this page so far. Tobit, Judith, Sirach, all these he has marked as green, and it's a pretty organized and very detailed list. I love it. I love the organization of this list. And this would be like the table of contents. So it even has a section. I don't think he's done with it yet, but there's a section where he has new to Bible, new to Torah, and new to extra canonical. I think he's still working on those. Need to take that keyboard off because I really don't have anything to input. Over here he has the law, statutes and ordinances, all categorized into 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess 5 different categories: general, dietary, feasts, offerings, and priest laws. And then he has all of the the 613 laws that that Judaism has listed, like on when you search up the laws, that number is gonna pop up one way or another. I was going to start off by actually reading one of these. I'm going to do Genesis because that's the beginning. Because the beginning of the Bible is very important. Yeah. So, all right. As you're reading, so from here, reading Genesis 1, you know that this is day 1, and then this is all that was created on day 1. And then on day 2, like, you have the immediate context, like, this is when the firmaments were made. And then you have the, oh, jeez. Okay, hold on. I had to click something. Genesis 2. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, along with everything in them. On the seventh day on the seventh day Elohim was finished with his work, which he had made. So he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. Elohim blessed the seventh day, the Sabbath day, and made it holy, or set apart, because on that day Elohim rested from all his work which he had created, so that it itself could produce. Here is the history of the heavens and the earth when they were created. On the day when Yahuwah Elohim made earth and the heavens, there was as yet no wild bush on the earth, and no wild plant had as yet sprung up. For Yahuwah Elohim had not caused it to rain on the earth, and there was no one to cultivate the ground. Rather, a mist spring went up from the earth, which watered the entire surface of the earth. That's pretty cool. That's so cool. Then Yahuwah Elohim formed man from the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, so that he became a living being. Yahuwah Elohim planted a garden, paradise, toward the east in Eden, delight, and there he put the man whom he had formed out of the ground. Yahuwah Elohim caused to grow every tree pleasing in appearance and good for food, including the tree of life in the middle of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. A river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it divided into 4 streams. The Pishon, the Sheikh River, it surrounds the land of Havilah, or Kawila, or Evilat, where there is gold. The gold of that land is good. Next one, the Gishon River, the Gusher, the land of Cush. The Hiddekel, or Rapid Tigris. It is the one that flows toward the east of Esher. The Pirath, fruitful Euphrates River, or IE. This picture right here would be this is usually what's on the flat earth maps, and this is usually in the middle of the map, Yahuwah Elohim took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to cultivate and care for it. Yahuwah Elohim, messenger of the presence, gave the man this order. You may freely eat from every tree in the garden except the tree of knowledge of good and evil. You are not to eat from it, because on the day that you eat from it, it will become certain that you will die. Okay. It isn't good that man should be alone. I will make for him. I will make for him a companion suitable for helping him. Shouldn't that say you? Wait, who's he talking to? We're on day 6 right now. Let me just see it. You guys can. Alright, let's get started. So on day 6, land creatures, Garden of Eden, and who says, let the earth bring forth each kind of livestock, crawling animal, and wild beast, and that is how it was. Elohim made each kind of wild beast, each kind of livestock, and each kind of every animal that crawls along the ground, and Elohim saw that it was good. And Yahuwah said, let us make humankind in our image, in the likeness of ourselves, and let them rule over the fish in the sea, the birds in the air, the animals, and over all the earth, and over every crawling creature that crawls on the earth. So Elohim created mankind in his own image. In the image of Elohim, he created him, male and female, he created them. And Yahuwah said, okay, here we go. And Yahuwah said, be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea, the birds in the air, and every living creature that crawls on the earth here. I don't know why it says here. Throughout the whole earth, I am giving you as food every seed-bearing plant, every tree with seed-bearing fruit, and every wild animal, bird in the air, and creature crawling on the earth, in which there is a living soul. You have a problem with this section right here. I'm gonna have to go back to the original text. But yeah. Okay. I am giving as food every kind of green plant, and that is how it was. Elohim saw everything that he had made, and indeed it was very good. Very good. So there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. Okay. And we have made it to Genesis 2. And let birds fly above the earth in the open dome of the sky. Elohim created the great sea creatures, Leviathan and Behemoth, and every living thing that creeps, so that the water swarmed with all kinds of them. And there was every kind of winged bird, and Elohim saw that it was good. And Yahuwah said, be fruitful and multiply, and fill... Wait a minute. Hold up. Who does he tell to be fruitful and multiply if humankind has not? Okay, so he didn't tell us to be fruitful and multiply, did he? He told the sea creatures and the birds to multiply on the earth, right? I don't know. Okay, well that's confusing. Also, okay, so there was evening and there was morning, the 5th day. Okay, we have made it to day 6. Wait, how am I gonna know what chapter I'm on? I'm not gonna be able to do Genesis 1 through 15. No? Did I actually write? Yeah, I wrote 1 through 15. Okay, alright. So from the ground, Yahuwah Elohim formed every wild animal and every bird that flies in the air, and he brought them to Adam to see what he would call them. And whatever Adam would call each living creature, that was to be its name. So Adam gave names to all the livestock, to the birds in the air, and to every wild animal over 5 days. But for Adam, there was not found a companion suitable for helping him. Then on the sixth day, Elohim caused a deep sleep to fall upon the man. And while he was sleeping, he took one of his ribs and closed up the place from which he took it with flesh. The rib which Yahuwah Elohim had taken from the man, he made a woman, and he brought her to the man. Okay, Adam says, "At last this is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She is to be called woman, because she was taken out of man. This is why man is to leave his father and mother and stick with his wife, and they are to be one flesh. They were both naked, the man and his wife, and they were not ashamed." Okay. And this is where everything goes haywire. Okay. 9. Okay. The serpent said to Eve, a serpent on the... Okay, let me go visit Enoch. Let's go take a trip to Enoch. Just to see what's going on. Alright, so we have to go... Oh, okay. Already. Did it already get there? Oh, that is... Oh, okay. That's this one. The third was named Gadriel. He it is who showed the children of men all the blows of death, and he led astray Eve, and showed the weapons of death to the sons of men, the shield and the coat of mail, and the sword for battle, and all the weapons of death to the children of men. From his hand they have proceeded against those who live on the earth from that day and forevermore. Back to the Genesis. That's actually pretty useful. I need to get my notes open. Alright, so where were we? We were over here. Okay. Serpent said to Eve, serpent, did Elohim really say you are not to eat from any tree in the garden? Eve says, we may eat from the fruit of the trees of the garden, but about the fruit of the garden, about the fruit of the tree in the middle of the garden, Elohim said, you are neither to eat from it nor touch it, or you will die. Serpent, it is not true that you will surely die, because Elohim knows on that day you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like Elohim, knowing good and evil. When Eve saw that the tree was good for food, that it had a pleasing appearance, and that the tree was desirable for making one wise, she took some of its fruit and ate. She also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they realized they were naked. So they sewed fig leaves together to make themselves loincloths. Then they heard the voice of Yahuwah Elohim walking in the garden at the time of the evening breeze. So Adam and Eve hid themselves from the presence of Yahuwah Elohim, the messenger of the forehead, until you return to the ground, because you were made from dust, so then you will return to dust. Adam called his wife Eve because she was the mother of all living things. Eve, or Hava, or Hawa, means life. That's cool, because Hawa, Yahuwah. Okay. Alright, and that was Genesis 3, and it gets worse. Alright. Genesis 4. Adam knew Eve his wife. She gave birth to Cain and said, okay, so this says Adam said this. I have acquired a man from Yahuwah. In addition, she gave birth to his brother Abel. Cain and Abel attend first fruits. Abel kept sheep while Cain worked the soil. In the course of time, Cain brought an offering, first fruits and bread and wine to Yahuwah from the produce of the soil, And Abel too brought from the firstborn of his sheep a male lamb a year old without blemish, including their fat. Yahuwah, messenger of the presence, accepted Abel and his offering, but did not accept Cain and his offering because he didn't bring the best of his crop nor enough. Cain was very angry, and his face fell. Wasn't it countenance? I'm gonna have to do more research on that, because seeing face there doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so Yahuwah said to Cain, Yahuwah being the messenger of the presence, I think we have this already by now. Why are you so angry? Why so downcast? If you are doing what is good, aka lawful, shouldn't you hold your head high? And if you don't do what is good, sin is crouching at the door. It wants you, but you can rule over it. What translation is this from? When you farm the ground, it will no longer yield its strength to you. You will be a fugitive wandering the earth. Cain, my punishment is greater than I can bear. You are banning me today from the land and from your presence. I will be a fugitive wandering the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me. So, since this is a collaborative Bible, I want to, well, first of all, I want to add this period here because there's a period missing. And I want to add, how do I add like notes on the thing? I think I will add it in brackets. I'm gonna put Avenger of Blood. I have some notes here from on my Obsidian. Let me open up Obsidian. Okay, see, connect. Okay, alright, so I have my notes here. So I'm going to open up the note that the Avenger of Blood wrote, Eternal Day. I don't know if you guys can see it. Now let me see if you guys can see my notes. You guys can see my notes. Okay. Okay, it's right here. Numbers 35:19. I will read it for you guys so you guys can see it better. Whoops, I closed it. Let me reset it. Okay. Let me just... Okay. The Revenger or Avenger of Blood verse is Numbers 35:19, and the verse reads, the Revenger of Blood himself shall slay the murderer. When he meeteth him, he shall slay him. So that's kind of why I wanted to add that verse in there, referring to why Cain was afraid that if anyone sees him, they will most likely put him to death, to link the Avenger of Blood in brackets to verse to the verse Numbers 35:19. So I have to find that. No, I can't. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the table of contents, and I'm going to go to Numbers. Alright, so I'm going to Numbers right now, and I'm going to try to find the verse. So 35. Okay, 35:19. So I'm not sure how to find it. Right here it says, if however anyone strikes a person with an iron object, I guess it's not an iron object, it's a rock. Oh, it's okay, it's right there. And kills him, he is a murderer. The murderer must surely be put to death. Or if anyone has in his hand a stone of a deadly size and he strikes and kills another, he is a murderer, referring to Cain here. Or this is applicable to Cain. All of this right here. So can I link to it? Avenger of Blood. Can I link to how do I link to this? Okay, I guess I get the link to the comment, and then I go back. Wait, did it copy? Okay, copy to the, and then I'll paste the link here. Insert link, paste, apply. Right, and then if I close everything. Alright, so if I click on that, go to it, then it should take me to, if I did it correctly. I guess it's still loading. Okay, and it took me to the thing. Alright, cool beans. So Yahuwah put a sign on Cain so that no one who found him would kill him. So Cain left the presence of Yahuwah and lived in the land of Nod, wandering east of Eden, Delight. Cain knew his wife. She gave birth to Enoch. Cain built a city and named the city after his son Enoch. Enoch, Irad, Mehujael, and Methusael, and Lamech. Lamech said to his wives, Ada and Zillah, listen to me, wives of Lamech. Hear what I say. I killed a man for wounding me, a young man who injured me. If Cain will be avenged sevenfold, then Lamech 77-fold. Adam again knew Eve, and she gave birth to Seth. Seth means appointed, according to the doc. Adam. For Elohim has granted me another seed in place of Abel, and since Cain killed him, Seth also had a son, Enosh. That is when people began to call on the name of Yahweh. Pretty useful if you are reading the Bible and just want to read it in context. You want to have all the information laid out while you're reading. This is a good tool to be able to do that, and you can also collaborate and add in whatever info you feel is important. As long as the changes are approved, it'll be added, and you can even add some comments on the side just in case. But yeah, that was my little overview / reading of it. I did some editing and typo fixing. Did I do typo fixing? No, I didn't. I attempted to, but I couldn't. But yeah, I kind of showed a little bit of how it is to be used. Some of the wording in there I did not agree with, but again, you can either ask for it to be changed within reason. So if you give a reason as to why you'd like to make a word change, then it's good to add that into the comment of whatever you are trying to change or trying to get changed. That's why it's a collaboration and not you just don't take it as is and just run with it. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, just click on this link in the description, or if you would like to message me on Discord if any problems arise, you could go to my Discord in the link in the description, and you can find me on there. You can message me. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and a good rest of your week, and shalom.